Hi, Gathering family. My name is Chrisdee Rastatter. My husband Patrick and I have been longtime friends of Jeff and his family. He was our young life leader, mine in high school, and then I think he just had some influence through young life with my husband Pat. Pat actually was the very first board president, and when Jeff started the gathering in Springfield, and so we've been involved in some of the things going on. When I was asked to share, I really truthfully have been kind of in a season of being flustered a little bit because everything is changing. And not only that, we have 4 kids, 11 and under, and they usually are public school kids, and now they're at home and we're learning a new schedule and routine. So I was like, how am I even going to sit down and do this? So if we get interrupted, you may see me push pause. Anyway, I was doing dinner or after dinner doing the dishes, and I walked over and I saw the little piece of paper that I had saved from a fortune cookie. Now, I'm not like, a huge, that's not something I take real seriously. I like to open them up and read and go on, but we love Chinese food, so we get fortunes quite often. And so this fortune just kind of stood out to me. And it says, faith is personal, but never private. And I think it's coming in a season of my life where my youngest is 5, and he will be in kindergarten next year. And I'm transitioning back from more private kind of into a public. So this speaks to me and where I'm at. So I sat it up there just to remind myself to start stepping out more outside of the home. And so, but when Jeff had asked me, I walked over, it was, later that evening or whatever, and I saw it and I was like, yes, that's what's going on right now. And that's what I want to share. So, I think, we just watched The Passion of the Christ again, of course, Easter season. And it's so interesting to see the interpretation of Jesus and how he responded privately and publicly. And so you it starts with him in the garden praying. So he's always encouraging that private closet prayer, to go into a closet and pray privately where you're not praying on the streets and for all to see and to hear your big words. Of course you should probably be praying on the streets, but I think what's even more challenging, especially in this time, is to be people of a public faith. Because if you go through the Gospels, you see time and time again of, even though he was very private, he was also extremely public with his love and his actions. And I really think as the days draw near that we need to become more public faith people. We need to step out publicly and pray for people and love people. And I don't know, that's just been my challenge. You might not have been with kids like myself, but we get pretty used to being private in our faith. I think in this season, especially in the times with all the challenges that we are facing, that we need to become more public. And so it reminds me, and I was thinking of scriptures, because you could just go through the Gospels and this whole thing is just kind of the theme. But the Great Commission is the verse for this. And it's, therefore go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything I've commanded you. And that's amazing. Just go. Be public with it. Don't be afraid. But not only that, it says, and surely I am with you to the very end of the age. So that's our comfort, that's our strength, and that's what we need to go forward on now, is that God is with us. He has called us, and we're to go. Thanks, friends.